Everybody, I'm doing my October wrap-up and November to-be-read list. I live in Canada, so the weather is getting quite colder, and it seems like the colder it gets, the more I read, because the less that I want to go outside and freeze. So, all by Bethany and Griffin, and I gave this one 3.5 stars. It was very creepy and dark, and it's a retelling of the Fall of the House of Usher by Edgar Allan Poe, and I really like Poe, so just that whole retelling was very enjoyable. Endlessly by Kiersten Knight, and I gave this one 3 stars. The whole series has just kind of been, it's been entertaining, but it didn't really blow me away like I was hoping. I found it a little bit predictable and a little bit slow at times, but other than that, it was something that I did enjoy. As We Tell Ourselves by Roux and Talley, and I gave this one 4 stars. It was really interesting. It was extremely hard to read because of the events that are going on, and just knowing that things like this actually did happen in that time, and there's still a lot of that mindset around today. So in a lot of ways it's kind of horrifying, but it was a very enjoyable read. Grave Mercy by Robin LaFevers, and this one was 3 stars. It was a little bit slow at times, but I really like the main character, and I have a feeling that I'm going to like where their series is going. The Offering by Kimberly Derting, and this one was 3 stars. And this is another series that it was enjoyable, but it didn't blow me away, just like the Christian White series. A little bit predictable and sometimes slow, but overall enjoyable. Asylum by Madeleine Roux, and I gave this one 3.5 stars. It was very creepy. There's old pictures in it that really added to the story and the creepiness, and I really enjoyed the characters in this one, and I'm really glad that there's a sequel. Black Ice by Becca Fitzpatrick, and I gave this one 3 stars. It was a little bit of a disappointment. It was so hyped, and I know a lot of people were looking forward to it, but I found it predictable and hard time with the main character in this one. You know, there's lots of little twists and turns that I just found were kind of obvious. I don't know if it's the fact that I watch a lot of Criminal Minds and those type of shows, so I just kind of saw everything coming, or if it was just that predictable. The Young Elites by Moracho, and I gave this one 4 stars. I really did get sucked into this book. It was very enjoyable. I liked the characters, I liked the world. It was a little bit reminiscent of The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken, which I really liked. So I'm really looking forward to the rest of the series, but it's going to be a long wait. Forbidden by Kimberly Griffiths Little, and I also gave this one 4 stars. This one was a very character-driven book. There's not a whole lot of action. It's more about the main character learning who she is. You know, the one drawback was probably that the love story did happen quite quickly. Althea and Oliver by Cristina Moracho, I'm not quite sure how you pronounce that last name. And I ended up giving this one a disappointing 2.5 stars. I was really looking forward to this one, especially I had seen it compared to Eleanor and Park, which I absolutely love. So I was really looking forward to this one, but I didn't really like either of the characters, and there were just some issues that came up in this book that I couldn't get past. Sublime by Cristina, and this one was 3 stars. It kind of felt like not a whole lot happened in the book, and that when things were trying to happen, they were just predictable. I liked the whole concept, but you know, it kind of felt like it could have been a whole lot more. Then the next 3 are all part of the same series, and they were all 3 stars. So I have Fragile Trinity, Radiant Shadows, and Darkest Mercy, all by Melissa Marr, and they are all part of the Wicked Lovely series. I liked the concept that a lot of the books feature different characters, so we get a lot of different characters getting the spotlight. None are kind of shoved off to the side, but in doing that, I also felt like characters that I really did like, I didn't feel as strong a connection as I would have if they were starring in all of the books. Perfected by Jarvik Birch, I think is how you pronounce the name, and this one was 3 stars. The world that was created in this is very disturbing, probably one of the more disturbing dystopians that I have read. just in terms of the whole world building concept, because it's gotten to the point where humans are being genetically engineered to be pets to the rich elite. That is kind of the new status symbol for the rich. And the main character is one of these pets. Now, I would have liked to see a lot more of the world building. Like, how did the law that is mentioned get passed? You know, what were some more of the consequences? I'm hoping that maybe later in the series we'll see that. Lasher by Anne Rice, and I gave this one 2.5 stars. So I am rereading my way through this series, and it's not a series that I enjoyed, but I read it whenever I was a lot younger, so I was hoping that maybe now that I'm older I would kind of appreciate it more, but I'm still finding that I'm not overly enjoying it. So for the books that I plan on reading in November, No Place to Fall by J. Robin Brown, The Gathering by Kelley Armstrong, 1,000 Pieces of You by Claudia Gray, The Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson, The Winner's Curse by Rutkoski. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce that last name. And then the one that I'm currently reading, The Fiery Heart by Rochelle Mead. So that was my month of October, and I will see everybody next time.